Okay guys, today's day one of my juice fast and it's about noon. I've been up since about 4:15 and I started work at 5:30. My first juice is going to be a giant 64-ounce watermelon passion fruit juice. And I like to use these lids. It's literally called eyelids. You can get them on Amazon. I did get them at Walmart. This is the giant one, the one for the wide mouth. I also have two for my 32 ounces. I'm gonna go ahead and this is going to be my first juice of the day. And it's noon. I am hoping to maybe drink this within the half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and I will come back to you guys when I decide to have my next juice. Okay, I forgot to tell you guys that this is me preparing for day one of my juice fast. I'm not going to say that I'm going to go a certain amount of days, but I would like to hit at least 90 to 100 days. This is me preparing for day one. Hopefully this is enough juice for like 2 days. If it is, that's super cool. If not, I will make more next day. Anyways, let me go ahead and turn the camera around and show you what I have so far. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you, I already started cutting my watermelon, but since I live in a really small space and it doesn't really have like a legitimate full-on kitchen, I use the sink out next to my washer and dryer, which you can clearly see here. And this is my setup right here. Hold on one second, I'll turn it around. So as I was showing you, this is the setup. So I have this giant sink out here with the spigot. I fill my trash here. As you can see, I was already cutting it. My boyfriend a couple years ago got me this gigantass bowl, and then I just cut it in half and then put the other half up here. And that's not mine, by the way. Anyways, I cut it in half. I've already been cutting it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting it, and then I will show you that giant bowl full of watermelon after I'm done cutting. Okay, so I've already cut half the watermelon, and it was a pretty big watermelon, but it wasn't ginormous. I did get the seeded watermelon. Right now they are pretty cheap. I get mine at Sprouts and they're $6.99 each. Yeah, so far so good. And I do like to juice the seeds because there's protein in the seeds. And I might come back to you guys a little later when I am juicing. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you my setup, which is right here. So here's my juicer, and then this is where I put this giant bowl. I set it up here so I can easily just feed the juicer. And then come over here and down here I have these giant 1 gallon pitchers, and then I typically use 64-ounce jugs. There's another giant watermelon down there. I have some pineapples here. So I'll come back to you guys a little later when I'm... Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some of it out. It looks like this. And actually it comes in chunks, but mine defrosted and I froze it again. Hold on, let's go ahead and go for that pour. Okay, so like I said, I defrosted and I froze it again, so those are larger chunks. It normally comes in like little tiny little cubes like this. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the juice, so that way it's going to be watermelon, passion fruit, and lemon juice. I so far have not made that before. I have made plenty of watermelon and lemon juice, so I'm sure it'll taste great. I've seen a lot of people put passion fruit on their cut watermelon, so like I said, what the heck, I'm sure it can taste great as in the juice form. And I will go ahead and come back to you guys a little later. Okay guys, so I decided to actually just go ahead and toss these frozen cubes into here. That way it can start defrosting. Sorry, I'm like holding my phone and trying to pour this in here at the same time. So let's go ahead and do that. So there they are. We're gonna go ahead and let that defrost as I make it. Okay guys, so after juicing that, I got, so these are 1 gallon containers. I have 2 of them. And I've got about 3 liters in each one. And let's go ahead and check out that pulp. So here's this pulp. And for watermelon, this is pretty dang dry. Let's check this out. So there's a little moisture in there, but I mean, you're gonna get a little moisture no matter what. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour these into my jars. I'm gonna try and fill up my 64-ounce jars first, and then I'll come back to you and show you guys how much I've got out of it. Okay guys, out of all that watermelon, this is what I've got. These are 64-ounce jars, and I believe this is a 12-ounce jar. So quite a bit of juice. I will probably be juicing some more tomorrow, because I'll probably at least go through 2 of these plus this, if not all of this, if I'm like super hungry. I do work tomorrow in the morning, so I may just take 1 of these because I'm off pretty early. I go in at 5:30 and I'm off around 10 o'clock in the morning. So we'll go ahead and see later, or I guess tomorrow, how much I drink. Okay guys, so it's about 2:30-ish, 2:30, 3 o'clock, around there. I finished my juice. It only took me like 35 minutes to drink it, maybe if that. I would say at least 25-30 minutes to drink it. So on this channel, just so you know, there's going to be some TMI. There's going to be talk about poop. You just got to know it. So I was about, no, I had just finished it. So I had just finished the 64-ounce watermelon passion fruit, and yes, okay. So I like barely could make it to the restroom. I like literally pulled off to the side of the road. Oh, but not the side of the road. Pulled off, ran in, like parked it, slammed into the park, jumped out of the car, went into the bathroom, barely made it. Like barely made it. And we're talking not just like a little bit. We're talking like, I wouldn't say diarrhea, the first one. The first one was very much so like, it just flowed. It just flowed right out. No problem. And part of the reason why I started this juice fast is because I suffer from chronic constipation. I probably, before I started the juice fast, I've done a juice fast before. I've done a 10-day and I've done a 5-day. So I already have, and a 12-day. So I have those underneath my belt, and I know what kind of to expect within those first week or two. But the reason that I started off on this whole thing is because of the chronic constipation. We're talking, I was lucky if I was going 2 to 3 times a week. And that's still consuming 2 to 3 meals a day. So that's a lot of waste already built up. So I was like, okay, it's time to do it. It's time to really dive deep. And on that last one that I did a 12-day, I was intending on doing the full long-term juice fast. And we're talking, who knows, 80, 90, 100 days. We'll have to see what the universe wants me to do and see how it works out. About maybe, I had to go to the store. I had to go to Walmart to try and find like a bathing suit top. Unfortunately, I'm just way too overweight right now to have found one. I have very large breasts, and I'm not that giant around the waist, so it is really hard to find a bathing suit for me. I'll probably have to go to an actual bathing suit shop. I was just trying to find something that I could just go lay out in the sun in and just tan, possibly in the backyard or something, or the park or the beach. We're right here on the beach, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, the second bowel movement, though, it was like straight up liquefied diarrhea. I don't even know how else to explain it, but it was like I was peeing out of my butt. And I understand it's TMI, it's kind of a lot, but that's the truth, and I'm here to tell you what to expect or what I am going through on my juice fast. And like I said, today's just day 1, so. And I'm not really hungry right now at all, and it's like I said, it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock ish. I could make more juice, but my fridge is not like super giant. So, and I have black grapes that organic black grapes that I got at Costco. I also have pineapples and red bell peppers. I also have a giant watermelon, but I still have 2 more 64-ounce juices, the watermelon passion fruit. Depending on if I get hungry or not, because I have been drinking water, I was at work, I wasn't recording that, so I've already have like 32 ounces of water on top of the 64 ounces of juice, and it's super, super, super hot here in Southern California, Orange County, and we're talking like 75, 85-ish in that range. I mean, it is summertime, so I've been trying to keep up on my water, and being at work, I've been trying to like definitely make sure that I'm staying on the water. So I may drink another 64 ounces. I went to Whole Foods yesterday, and I get the cases of spring water. I get the gallon spring waters, and I get a case, which is $6. I mean, 6 of them. And the reason why I get the case is because they give you a case discount as well. So it's already pretty inexpensive. It's like less than $2 a bottle. And yes, they do come in plastic, and I hate it. I absolutely hate plastic. But so far, that's been the way I can go. That's the best price, and the easiest thing that I don't have to go and like fill up water bottles at Whole Foods or Sprouts, or not Sprouts, but Mother's Market. And those are like health food stores around here. We have, I wouldn't call Sprouts a health food store, but it is like it's a pretty decently health food-ish, along those lines, store. So we have Sprouts, we have Whole Foods, which is all over the place. We also have a Mother's Market. And I would say those are probably only like real true health food stores around here that carry like vitamins and organic produce and all that stuff. Anyways, I may or may not drink another 64 ounce juice. Excuse me. We'll have to see how it ends up. I should make more juice so that way I don't have to make it tomorrow, because I get off a little later tomorrow. But I'm feeling like pretty good right now. And like I said, I'm not going to drink, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to drink another 64 ounce juice. So those will be good for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I will make the juice for the next day. And hopefully I can make them for the next 2 days. So that way I'm not continuously making juice every single day. It's just it's not impossible, and it's not that I can't do it. I do have the Nama J2 juicer, which makes juicing fantastic. It's like plug and play type of thing. I have several juicers. I have the Square from Omega. I also have, oh my gosh, I have a commercial juicer as well, and that's the Norwalk, but they did recently go out of business, so I can't suggest maybe buying one of those. It's fantastic, and it's great if I want to do like extreme bulk juicing. I also have like a little tiny small cold press juicer that I actually found at Target, and it was like $90, but I got it on sale because it was a return, and somehow it just ended up on the shelves. Anyways, that's great. I like that to like take along with me if I'm gonna go somewhere. But that kind of like, if I don't end up drinking another juice, this will probably be like, well, I was gonna say it's gonna be the end of this little segment here, but I may later on, because I haven't done it yet, is take my weight, show you guys how much I weigh, and maybe give you like a little, whoop-de-doo of me, so that way you can kind of see what I look like before, or at least on day 1, I should say. That way we can track my progress. And I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to journal how much I drink and what I drink and how many times I have a bowel movement each day. I know that a lot of other juice influencers or raw foodist influencers that did a juice fast tend to do that. So I may end up doing that. I like the idea. I already have like everything to do it. It's just whether I feel like it's gonna be worth it, I guess. Because I do get up super, super early in the morning. It's just whether I feel the energy to do it or not. And I know that I'm going to feel energy after the first week. I already know it because I've already done it. So I may want to start now. That way when I do have the energy, it doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and push myself a little bit to do that. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how I feel about that. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But also, I haven't decided whether I'm gonna make videos every day or make like snippets of each day and do like 2 to 3 days all together and then make a video for 2 to 3 days. We'll go ahead and figure that out. We're just kind of like going with the flow at the moment. So like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.